Dundee have been showing a distinct reluctance to accept relegation ahead of this weekend's home game against Hearts. John Brown's team had lost only one of their last 7 league games. Highlights from Dens Park with Jonathan Sutherland.
Well, it'd be the ultimate football miracle if Dundee were to somehow survive in the SPL. But while it remains mathematically possible, the fight continues. It was Jason Holt, fouled there by Lewis Toshney. Free kick right on the edge of the box. John Beaton gives it. No doubts about it. Jamie Hamill hits it. A good save from Simonson. It was fairly central. There's no deflection off the wall. McCarthy to Webster. Carl Finnegan tries to rob Webster. Webster rugby tackles Finnegan to the ground. Yellow card for the Hearts captain. Well, Webster seemed to think he was manhandled by Finnegan. He then manhandled the Dundee striker. Benedictus hits it. Great save from Jamie McDonald. What a strike that was from Benedictus. And it had the Hearts keeper flying. Webster went right through the back there of Finnegan. A sore collision for both players, but Webster could be in trouble here from the referee. He's already been booked. And there will be another card from referee John Beaton, and Andy Webster is sent off before the half-hour mark. Lockwood's corner. Cleared only as far as Baird. It flushes wide of the post, well wide in the end from Baird, but a chance for Dundee as they go searching for these 3 points. The derision that met John Brown's interim appointment seems ridiculous now. He's done a great job. High one into the box. It was Easton, palmed away by McDonald. Here's Toshney. It's high and wide, but Dundee ratcheting up the pressure. Palmed away by McDonald desperately. There's Gallagher. Lofts a high one into the box. McAllister, a free header. It's straight at McDonald. It was a great chance for Jim McAllister. The Hearts defending terrible. Riley with a corner. Easton with a header off the bar. And that's the closest Dundee have come to scoring this afternoon. Brian Easton's header off the woodwork. Here's Conroy. Gets the shot away. Conroy is just wide. Well, that are the Dundee fans off their seats. Well, Benedictus tries his luck from long range to no avail. Dundee get the ball back. Holt's foul on McAllister. And Dundee have a free kick midway inside the Hearts half. It's Conroy. It's deflected. It's in! And Dundee have scored! What a big goal that could be! It seemed to come off Ryan Stevenson's face. And with less than 10 minutes to go, Dundee have the lead. Hamill's free kick. Dundee can't get it away. Stevenson! It's straight into Simonson's grateful grasp. Nicky Riley does well to keep it in. There's a bit of afters there from Riley. He seemed to lash out at McCarthy. The assistant referee gets involved, and it's a straight red from John Beaton for Nicky Riley. Well, they were wrestling there. Riley turned round and seemed to strike McCarthy in the face.
Well, having made it 3 wins on the trot, Dundee were looking for Hibs to do them a favour and keep St Mirren in the drop zone. Saints knew a win for them at Easter Road would send Dundee down. So the fact that Dundee won and St Mirren didn't means that John Brown's team still afloat in terms of the Great Escape bid. 1 defeat in 8 matches, 15 points out of a possible 24. Had they done that across the season, they wouldn't be in the mess. They are now. They've won 3 in a row. And they've built up a bit of late season momentum, haven't they, Callum?
Yeah, fantastic. I think everybody thought they'd be down by now. So all credit to John Brown. He's got his team fighting, just as he was as a player. And it's made it a little bit interesting. I think it's probably a little bit too late, but it makes it a little bit nervous for St Mirren going into the last 3 games.
Yeah, it would be against all odds, wouldn't it, if they survived?
I mean, there's still a lot to be done, but what they have done is give themselves a chance. And I think nobody gets an easy game against Dundee. They're fighting, they've got a cause, and Bomber's driving that. And I do think that we'll play Dundee next week, and we'll expect a real tough match. Now, whether St Mirren get the result on the Saturday at Tynecastle before that game, obviously it will have a big bearing on how their approach to the game will be on the Sunday. But nobody can deny how well John's done there, and the players deserve a lot of credit. And interesting, even I think the Carol Finnegan's goal was controversial at St Mirren. I think the goal yesterday at Easter Road was controversial, Lee Griffiths' equaliser. So 2 doses of fortune there for Dundee. It swung their way, because either of those decisions go either way. Dundee are already relegated now, so
you'll be hoping that ends next weekend.
Well, obviously I want to win the game, and we will go there to try and win the game. But we expect a tough match, and it's credit to John, because there was a lot of people who I felt, people who should have known better, were a bit kind of ridiculing the appointment, and I think he's proved everybody wrong. Yeah,
I think he's laughing up his sleeve now. Gary Locke not laughing up his sleeve after the match, because he was raging about the dismissal of Andy Webster for 2 yellows. Will he be watching this and changing his mind, Callum?
I'm not sure. I was a little bit, I was unsure of this one. I thought maybe Finners has actually fouled Andy here. It looks as he's fouled him, and obviously he's definitely pulled his leg as sort of a reaction when he's gone down like that. I actually thought this was late. This was a definite yellow card. So you might have a case. It's just a little bit dubious the first one where Finners had fouled him in the first place.
So 2 yellows, red for Andy Webster. Nicky Riley sent off late in the game. Dundee still won the game, but he's going to be suspended for a couple of crucial games coming up. I mean, this didn't even reach the level of handbags, did it?
No, I think the linesman actually pushes the player harder than the player actually pushed him. I think it's, for me, much of a nothing there, and I mean, it's not a red card at all. That
should the assistant have gone for that, do you reckon?
Well, good point. But
adopting an aggressive attitude.
Yeah, I just think there's been an overreaction there, and obviously, John will be looking for all his players to play their part. And Nicarelli has been an important part of their success of late.
Here's what Derek was touching on earlier: the goal which kept it alive for Dundee, scored by Lee Griffiths, inevitably being against St Mirren. Is he in line? Is it fair enough?
I think he's just offside when you see it, and obviously you can actually freeze the action. I think probably the linesman's position where he's standing, if he's actually in line with the sort of the 6-yard box, then he could probably see he's just offside. I thought it was an absolutely fantastic move for the goal, but I would say that was just a fraction offside, but very, very difficult for the linesman to see.
I do think St Mirren should defend that better, though. I think Matt McCausland gets himself a wee bit square. I think he should be cutting off that ball in there, but a predator like Lee Griffiths in the form he's in, that's a good chance for him here. But I do think they've had a bit of fortune there, Hibernian, because for me it did look a touch offside.
St Mirren can't quite believe that they're in the situation they're in at the moment, where they're not completely safe, having won the League Cup final. Not only have they not won a league game since then, they haven't won a game in the SPL for a couple of months. It's amazing for a team which can produce some top quality football. And here's the run up of games to come for Dundee and St Mirren. I mean, St Mirren would expect to get something, wouldn't they, from those 3 games? But I mean, Derek's here and he'll want to win that game next weekend, but Dundee will look upon those 3 as all being winnable in their current form.
Well, definitely in the current form, probably they're actually fighting for their lives, so it's Aberdeen, Kilmarnock, Hibs really don't have that much to play for in the league. Obviously Aberdeen's slightly different, got a new manager in there. The players are obviously fighting for their contracts and fighting for trying to press the manager for next season. You would just think St Mirren would at least get a point before now and the end of the season. I think Dundee, all credit them for taking it this far. The halfway point, you wouldn't think it would ever happen, but I do genuinely believe St Mirren will get a point, and so a little bit too late.